year-old 2010 model that has had a Sterling exhaust system and Sterling rail pressure chip fitted to this common rail diesel. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a dyno run with the chip on there, and then we're going to do a run with the rail chip off the actual car. And then we're going to put one of our Diesel Smart products onto the car, which plugs into each individual injector, and it doesn't go to the rail pressure sensor on the common rail diesels because that's extremely dangerous. And we're going to show you what the difference is between the different products. And this is all done on the dyno, so the dyno doesn't lie, it tells you exactly what's going on. So this will give you a little bit of idea and insight into what you're buying out there. If you're buying a rail pressure chip for a common rail diesel, you need to take it off because it does a lot of damage to the actual injectors. Lifting rail pressures up to a lot higher than standard, which is 26,000 psi, is extremely dangerous for the common rail diesels. What you need to be doing with a common rail diesel is fitting a module to it. Modules were developed for the common rail diesels. That's why you don't hear a lot about modules. You hear a lot about chips because chips have been around for the EFI diesel pumps for years. The chips do not go onto the common rail diesel, extremely dangerous. So we're going to show you the difference also in power and torque between a chip and a module when it's fitted. Okay, what we've done here is we've run the car up on the dyno with the Sterling exhaust and the chip on it, so we can see exactly what the kilowatts are at the wheels and exactly what the torque is at the wheels. And you can see here, if you look at the dyno sheet, it has made 75 kilowatts, 75.9 kilowatts at the wheels, and around about 330 newton meters of torque at the wheels. Alright? I would say, without pulling the chip off, which is what we're going to do now, the rail pressure chip, is I would say it hasn't made any more power, or very, very little power, over what this car will be making standard. So what we're going to do now is we're going to remove the rail pressure chip from the common rail diesel, and I'm going to show you what it looks like so you know what not to put on your car. And then I'm going to show you the Diesel Smart module, which plugs into each individual injector so you can see the difference between the two products. Okay, what we've done now is we're removing the Sterling chip from the car. This is what it looks like. Doesn't have anything written on it, which I thought was a bit unusual. And we've taken it out of the rail pressure sensor, so you can see that that there plugs directly into the rail. This is what you do not want on a common rail diesel. What we're going to do is we've set the car back to standard, other than the fact that it's got the 3-inch Sterling exhaust on it. We've set the car back to standard, we've taken the rail pressure chip out of it. So we're going to run it up and see whether it's lost power without this being on it. Okay, what we've got is the Stirling chip here, which goes into the rail pressure sensor. And now this is what I'm going to show you. This is a Diesel Smart module. This is designed and manufactured specifically for the common rail diesels. And you can see that it plugs into each individual injector. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 injectors. And this is made in Germany. This is a German made module, high quality. We can do absolutely everything with it. Fully programmable. We're able to do injection timing, pulse widths, fuel delivery, everything that we need to do to control the injector. Our testing with the Nissan Patrol. Now, just so that you all know, the customer brought the Nissan Patrol into here at head office at Diesel Smart, where we have our testing facilities. The reason the customer brought it into us was he wasn't happy with the power increase that he received over standard. So he was a bit worried that it wasn't doing what it should have done. So that's the reason that we ended up with the car here. And the customer wanted us to do a test of what it was like with and what it was like without the chip that had been supplied on it. And he wanted us to do a test with the Diesel Smart module on there against standard, so he could see the difference as to whether he wanted to use a module on his car or whether he wanted to use a chip on his car. Now all of the testing has been finished now. I'm able to show you a dyno sheet of the different runs that we've done, and you'll be able to see it for yourself. Alright, now I'll show you here on the dyno sheet that I have here. I'm just going to explain to you how this dyno sheet works. Basically this is your kilowatts or power in kilowatts down this side, and along the bottom here, the bottom of the sheet here, that's your kilometers per hour. Now this is run up in 4th gear, okay, so 1 to 1. And on the side here you can see is the Newton meters of torque. Now this is all calculated at the wheels, okay. The dotted line that you see on the dyno sheet here is your torque line, and the straight lines that you see is your kilowatt lines right through the rev range, starting from down at about 1500 RPM right up to 4000 RPM. Now you can see the first run that we did was with the Stirling rail pressure chip. It made 75.9 kilowatts. And then if you look at the standard run, you can see that it made 75.2 kilowatts, so very little difference with the chip on there. The Diesel Smart economy run, which is less fuel and lower EGTs than standard gas exhaust temperatures, made 94.7 kilowatts, so a huge difference between standard and just our economy mode, which is the least powerful mode, because we're looking for fuel economy, not pushing in a whole heap of fuel. The next run that we did was a power run, which was 108.6 kilowatts. So the Diesel Smart module has 4 different programs in it. So you've got your economy mode, and then you've got 2 tow modes, and then you've got an all-out power mode. We also did a run in the light tow, which is anything up to 1.5 to 2 tons, and it made 97.3 kilowatts. So with the Diesel Smart module on there from standard to all-out power, you're looking at around about a 50 to 58% increase over standard. Now I can tell you right now, the customer has taken the car for a drive and he is absolutely ecstatic with the result. If you'd like to contact myself directly in relation to this test, or if you'd like to contact the customer, feel free to contact us here at head office and we'll be able to forward you the details. Thank you for watching, and look out for more videos that we'll be releasing soon. Thank you.